Fisher girl! Gotta have pink.
You know, one of the best lures to use if you're fishing for fish that live close to the bottom is a simple jig head with the grub, and that's what I'm holding in my hand. Girls, look at this cute little jig head. It's got a little eye on both sides and a curly tail. Now, a jig is designed to do one thing. When you cast it out, it sinks right to the bottom. We're going to pretend that my hand is the bottom. So once it reaches the bottom, you just pull up on the line to get it up off the bottom, and then you let it drop again. So this is called a jigging presentation, where you're not jigging it in one spot, you're actually casting it out and jigging it back to you. If there's a fish cruising along the bottom, it sees the jig, it goes over, and it normally grabs the jig after it's fallen. That's when it grabs it. So it doesn't grab it when you're pulling it up. And when you go to lift up and you feel something, you set the hook because you have a fish on. Now the key when you're using a plastic grub is to hook it so that the tail is pointing upwards. If I take this grub off the hook and I hook it so that the tail is pointing down, you won't get the action from the curly tail, because when it hits the bottom, the tail doesn't have any action. Because this curly tail, when it goes through the water, actually propels around. So I'm going to put it with the tail up so that when it drops and when you lift it up, this tail flutters back and forth. So jigs work great if you're fishing for fish that live close to the bottom where there isn't a lot of stuff for you to get hooked up on. Okay? All right.